CountIf, CountIf, and CountIfs, or CountIf alone. Let's talk about CountIf. So what CountIf does is to give a criteria to a range, right? To a range. Now, if you want to know, this is our customers' information. So my boss can just come to me and say, I should get the total number of all the male customers that we have. Of all the male customers that we have. So if my boss comes around and say, Akim, get me the total number. They thought I will not have class today. I do have someone that usually responds to all these things, all my questions and everything, but they are not available today. So I just have to manage all our time and make sure that, can you share the recording afterwards? That is the issue. This is not my system. Let me see if I can record. Let me quickly, okay, yeah. I will get the recording and share it on Monday. Can we use filter? Yes. Can't we use filter? We can use filter. We can use filter. We can use filter. We can use filter, but the difference between, yes, I'll do it. I will send it after the class. The difference between this and filter is that filter will just select all the males out for you. Filter will just select all the male out for you. After selecting it, it won't tell you the total number of male that you have. You will still have to start counting it yourself. Did you get? Let me show you now. Let me just add filter to this thing. So if I add filter to it like this, if I add filter, then I select the gender. I need only male, right? And I click on OK. Now, I have all the male. I have all the male. This is what my boss wants, right? But he doesn't need their information. What he needs is, he needs just the total number of all the male that we have. That is all he wants. Just want to know the total number of all the male. So instead of you going through all this yourself, you can break it down for him. You can break it down for him. So let's do a drop down for the gender, right? So let's do a drop down for the gender, so that I'll just use that to show you how to create a drop down. So I'll use that to show you how to create a drop down. Like the last class, I think I've done drop down. So I'll just come to data. I'll go to data validation. After going to data validation, now let's do it again. You can come here, click on it direct, or you click on this drop down, then you go to data validation. So here we don't want any value, we want a list of value. That is what we want to use. Are you following me? So right now, this is where you select the source. So because I don't have the source listed out, I can type it, but let's list it out. Let's list it out for now so that it will be much more easier. So I'll just list my criteria here, so which are male and female. You can see data validation on your screen. Or how did you get the small triangle? This is called filter. Let me remove it again. So let me quickly show you. I use keyboard shortcut. Keyboard shortcut, which is Ctrl+Shift+L, will give you the keyboard shortcut. Or you can come to data and click on filter. That is one way. Then you can go back here. Do you see this sort and filter? Click on it, then you click on your filter. So it's going to bring it out for you. Or you just press Ctrl+Shift+L. We give you the filter. So right now I want to put I'll just do something like this. Gender, right? So, and total number. So I'll do something like this. Right now, I'll go to data. I'll go to data validation. This Asia, are you a male or female? Are you a male or female? I'm waiting for you. Asia Mohammed, are you a male or female? I don't know. Asia, female. Okay. Asia is a female. Me, I don't know. She's a female. I'm going to drop the recording. Let me see if some of my students here knows that I usually drop recording every single time. Let me see. Engineer Kimboye, this is not your first class. Bumi, is this your first class? Is this your first class? Where should they again? Yes or no? Bumi, is this your first class? Too many talks. Thank you. Thank you for abusing me. Okay, this is not your first class. Faith. Okay. So let's do it again. Go to data validation. Go to data validation. Yeah, unable to. That's good. I just mute everybody. It's fine. So come to instead of any value, you click on this drop down and choose a list. Then you select your source. So this is my source. This is what I want to use. So I'll select this one and this one, right? That is my source. Now you can go to input message and type your title here. So I'll say gender. I can put a gender right here. I'll say select your gender here. Yeah. So error alert. So if someone types something that is not part of the validation, what should it say? I'll just type in not available. So you can type in another message here if you like. So I'll click on OK. Now you can see this is just a normal message that will just pop up. So right now, if I have something like this, I can choose if I want male or female. So you can choose if you want male or female. So this is what we are going to use as our criteria when we are counting. Now, we want to know the total. Now, someone asks for the filter. So what my boss really wants is, I can't delete this. So what I'll just do is, let's just leave it on. So what my boss wants is, he just wants to know the total number of male that we have in class. He wants to know the total number of male and the total number of female of all our customers. So that is just what he wants. So what I'll just do is say equals to, right, count if. Now count if is used to give a criteria, right? So if you see what they wrote, it says count the number of cells within a range that meets a given condition. So here we want to count the number of cells that meets a given condition. So if I choose this, then count if, what is my range? This is where I want to know, maybe they are male or female, right? So I'll click on this range, this particular column, because that is where the gender are. So give my comma, what is my criteria? This is my criteria, right? I want to know the total number of male. Then I'll close my brackets. Let's enter. Now, as you can see right now, I have 69 male. So the reason why I come up with drop down is, if I want, I can choose female. So it's going to do it like this. Any question here before we go to ifs? Is there any question here? I should repeat it again. Okay. You are fasting. Yes, I'm fasting. You are fast today. I'm fast. Oh, sorry if I'm fast. But some Faith was like, my talk is too much. I should go over it again, right? So I'm going to delete this. I'm going to shift cell up, then delete. See, if you've not started going through the video, start from creating criteria and list again. If you've not started going through the video, start going through them. Going to help. So so I have male here and I have female here. Okay, Faith, we are still going to have one-on-one conversation today. Do you get? I'm coming back. So let's quickly do the drop down again. On a normal day, this is where you'll always be, right? Faith is beautiful. Eze, are you here to look for beauty or you are here to learn? If I give you knock, he said Faith is beautiful. You want to pay fine, Abby. So on a normal day, you are going to be on the home tab, right? You are going to be on the home tab. Yes, I type in male and female. I type it here, male and female, right? So now, what my boss wants is he wants to know the total number of male and female, right? So on a normal day, this is where I want to do my my drop down. So you always be on your home tab, then you go to the data tab. Under data tab, you have data validation. So click on data validation. So you'll be here, then you click on list instead of any value. So you click on this drop down and you choose list. So here you are going to choose your source. So this is your source. Those are the two sources. That is the source. Then after that, if you like, you can give it input message. You saw the way I gave it input message, but now I don't really need to give it input message. So I just click on OK. Now I have my drop down. I have my drop down. These are my drop down. Now the total, I'm going to use CountIf. CountIf. So I'll say equals to CountIf. No, I'm not using CountIfs. So I'm using CountIf. So the first thing is to select the range, as you can see here. So I select the range. After selecting the range, where did I have my criteria? My criteria is right here because this is where I do my drop down. So I select my criteria here, then close the bracket and press enter. Now I have 82 female, 69 male. Any question on this? Is there any question? Who wants me to retry it again before I move to ifs and then give you assignment? I hope yourself will do assignment too. Because some students that I have here, they will not answer me. Let me see if I can see one of them here. I'm coming for you. I was late. Please, can you take it again? Welcome. I'm looking for Bethel. Mr. Oluwaka de Bethel. Never, you just choose any cell to type for data validation. Mr. Mustafa Mahmoud. Mr. Mustafa Mahmoud, did you used to do assignments? No. Jude, Mr. Jude also, you don't used to do assignments. I'm coming, no. Front end, you don't used to do your assignments. Mrs. Fatima has done the assignments maybe once or twice. This Eze, Mr. Eze that is saying someone is fine, someone is fine. You don't used to do your assignment. I will expose all of you. Yeah. I will it's just now, right? If not because I mentioned your name. You are new, okay. All sir, no, it's not all. All of them did not come. All of them did not come here today. Yes, don't worry. Next week, I'm going to expose all of them to you. You are new. No problem. Welcome. So someone said I should retake it. This is the third time I'm going to retake it. Then after this third time, I'm not retaking it again, except someone asks question about it again. That is when I only retake it. So I'm not retaking it for today again. This is the third time. So, and this third time, I'm going to be very fast. I'm going to do it within 2 minutes. So the first thing, I have my criteria here. I'll go to data. From home, go to data. See, click on data validation. So where is data validation located, please? It's located on your data tab. Please take it easy. So if you go from home to your data tab, go and watch the introduction to the window so you'll know about all this. Introduction to window, watch it and get back to me. So so you go to data, then on your data, you click on data validation. So after clicking on data validation, you click on list. Download it now. It's part of the course material that I sent you, so you can download it. Even though by now I expect all of you to have downloaded everything, to download all the files. So you can download all these files. Download it, they are there. Especially this particular one is there. So just download it. So I'll click on list. Then right here, I'll choose my source. After that, I'll click on OK. Now I have my data validation. So I can either choose male or female. So now I want to know the countifs. So the total number of male and the total number of female. So I'll say equals to countif. So there's countifs also, which gives 2 criteria. 2 criteria. So that's 2 or more criteria. Countif, we just give 1 criteria. So right now I want to see all the gender, right? So I'll choose this, comma, then choose my criteria as male, and close my brackets, then press enter. So I have this, right? 69. So I can choose female also. I have 82 female, 69 male. Any other question? Is there any question from anybody? Let's use the next 2 minutes to answer question. So if you have any question, you can unmute. You can unmute if you have question.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Dari.
Please, I just want you to throw more light on.
What?
I just want to throw more light on this. How do you come about this? I understand everything, but this part of gender, the male and the female, which is the filter or the dropping.
The criteria.
I just want you to throw more light on that.
How did I come about it? I don't understand.
The criteria, please.
I did not understand. How did I come about? What I want to know is what we want to know is to know the total number of male and female that we have. So are you talking about this one or you're talking about this drop down?
I mean the gender, where the column under or the cell under the gender, where you have your male and the female, where you
This one?
Yes, exactly.
How I come across it? I type it there now.
How do you set it? How do you set it?
How I set it up? That they are changing like this.
Yes.
Okay, that is using data validation. I've heard you talk about it again. Enoch.
Hello, Mr. Akim. That one is
sure.
Yeah, that one is drop down.
Yes.
I wanted to know how you get about that drop down. So explain to them before you first of all did drop down before CountIf formula.
Yes.
Do you understand? And before you be able to do that drop down, you will first of all type male and female, because in your range here,
yes. No, our
female and male. You understand? They cannot. If your boss should ask you to go and get it, you cannot start checking it one by one. You can make a mistake. So you now check the criteria, which is male and female. Then you do the drop. You have to do the drop down. Then after it, then that's when you now use the formula CountIf.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Osho. Enoch.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah. Do you have a question?
I asked earlier that you should go over again, but the question I wanted to ask was the exact one my good brother has just asked. How you got the drop down? I'm okay now.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. I'll retake it once again. Any other person? Is there any other? Mark Sunday said your drop down is not dropping. No problem. It's going to drop by the special grace of God. Okay. Okay. Mr. Sachi. Yes. Who is talking? I will meet you. Who is talking now? Is it Mr. Saliu Mustafa?
Yes, I want to ask a question.
Okay.
Must you type the male and the female differently before you do it?
Yes, you have to type them differently. They can't be together. I'm going to show you how to type it in the drop down again. I'm going to show you how to type it instead of typing it in this cell. I'm going to show you how to type it in the drop down now. Delete gender and type that way it will be clear. Okay, Mr. Eze. Hey, yeah, Mr. Bethel, I'm waiting for you now. Ask your question before I move on.
Hello, Mr. Akim.
Mr. Oluwakayode.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing
so
fine.
Sorry. I'm actually on the way, and I just joined the class. I've been doing the assignment. No, that I didn't send them to you, but I can send them to yourselves. I've been doing it, and I've listened to all the videos. So
okay, no problem. You came here
to
have
a challenge, but I'm still going to tell you that.
You came here to clarify.
What do you say?
I said you came here to clarify.
Yes, I'll clarify myself. So sorry.
No problem. Let's.
No, really, I've actually been trying to unmute.
Okay. Yeah, I'm the one that meets everybody. So, does anybody ask question now? With assignments very soon. Okay, now let me quickly clear everything right here. Let's delete everything. Instead of clearing content, there's a drop down there, so let's delete it. So right now, I'm not typing it in this cell again. So what I will do here is gender. I'll do gender, I'll do total. Because we still have ifs to cover up. So let's use the drop down for this gender now. So on a normal day, you'll be on the home tab, right? So if you go to the data tab, you come here, you see data validation. We are not removing any duplicates. So you come here, you see data validation. Then you come here and choose list. So in your source, you type in your female, comma, and male. Normal, I don't do my own things like this. So you can type it here and click on OK. So if I come here, I should have it in my drop down. I have female and male. Did you guess the way I did this one now, or I should retake it? This is the last time I'm taking this. So do you want me to retake it, or you get it now? I should repeat. Okay, so that's Mr. Mark. I hope your drop down will drop now. Okay, is it the only one? All other person understand? All other people understand this, right? Okay, understood. Fine. Okay, so data validation, come here to list. So since our criteria is just 2, I'll just type it there. Male, comma, female. I have it, then click on OK. Now I can use my countif. So I'll say all our formulas start with what? Faith. Faith, all our formula must start with what? All our formula must start with
equal to.
You have someone that is telling you there, right? Equals to countif. No problem. Countif, then select my criteria range, comma, put my criteria. So now this is it. I want to use this as a drop down, right? So whenever I choose male or female, so I want it to count it for me. So I'll click on that and close my bracket. I think I'm going to leave you with this drop down alone. Do you get? So that you can practice it with countif. I don't want to give too many formulas that will be giving you headache. So if I choose male, I'll have that. If I choose female, I'll have this. Now, let's do the same for country. Let's do the same for country. So now, if we have country shift down arrow, so it's going to highlight everything down, right? So I want to copy it to have a unique what is it called? I want to have, so I'll just copy it, Ctrl C to copy, then I'll come here and paste it right here, Ctrl V. Just have to resize this. So now another tool that you can use here is remove duplicates. So I want to remove all the duplicates and have only unique values. So I click on remove duplicates for this particular column. Then I'll click on OK. Now we have only 46 unique value, which means there are only 46 country available. So if my boss comes to me and said, you want to know the total number of all maybe to get the total number of USA, total number of Japan, and so on and so forth like that. So you just want to know the total number of all the customers that come from USA, Japan, all these are our criteria now. So what I'll do here is the same thing with this. What I'll now do is I'll put country here, country, then I'll put total. total. So now I need to put this country in a drop down, right? So I'll come here, go to data validation. I will choose list. Then I'll come here and choose my criteria, which is from here. Down to this place. I hold down my shift and select this one. That is my criteria. Then I'll come here and click on OK. Now I shall have it in my drop down. I shall have the drop down of all this country. You get, so I'm just going to choose one. So I'm going to get the country. But now I don't want my boss to see this. Well, I'll just need to hide this particular column. So I highlight everything. You bring your cursor up here, right click, and I choose hide. So it's going to hide that to keep our work neat. So right now, I'm going to use the same formula equals to COUNTIF. So I want to choose my criteria range. Who can tell me what my criteria range will be? What is my range?
Column D.
Column E.
All the column what? What is the name? What is the header of the column?
Country.
Country, yes, thank you. So I'll choose my range as country, comma. Then where is my criteria? What will be my criteria?
Drop down. Drop down.
So I'll choose the drop down, then close my bracket and press enter. Now I have 9 Japan. So I can give this to my boss, then my boss can choose. I have 31 USA. I have
9 Japanese.
What? What do you say?
9 Japanese.
9 Japanese.
Hello, Mr.
I
Kim.
hope, is that Faith? Who spoke?
Hello,
now?
Mr. Kim.
Yes, good evening.
It's me, Faith. I said,
It's you again.
you have 9 Japan. I said 9 Japanese.
Japanese, thank you. Who is talking now? Let me see. Is it Israel or energetic? Is
Israel,
Faith?
No.
Yes, I'm coming back to you. Your own is one. Your own is another case.